Welcome back. So, we are going to do a quick recap before we move forward what we have covered. So, we have covered the introduction of the course, we have covered setting up of an end self hosted instance, setting up of Directus, the headless CMS for data management. We have generated some social media posts in bulk without images. We have created the authentication tokens for LinkedIn, X, and Facebook for the N8N setup. Okay, so many congratulations to you. If you have reached this far, you have made very, very good progress and you are ready to take into action your very first AI agent. The setting up part was the most sophisticated in the sense that it takes a lot of actions and a lot of effort to set up, but once you have that, then believe me, you will pat yourself on the back. So let's go ahead. What we will cover in this. So we are going to add some images to the social media posts we already made and we stored in the Directus. Then we will schedule our social media post. And there you go. That's it. Our first agent is ready. And then we are going to monitor it and see how it goes. So are you ready to move forward? Okay, so I will log into my Directus URL, which is this. It's already authenticated, so I will click here and I have prepared some images in advance, which are these images. So a very important point to note is that the image size I have used is 1200 by 800. So this image will work. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the same image across all three platforms. So I've made this through Canva, as you see. So we are going to do it through all three platforms and it's going to be 1200 by 800. So you can use varying images as well, but the benefit of using one image is that you use three different post style. In Facebook it takes more posts, in Twitter or X it takes only 140 characters. So what we are going to do is we are going to take one image and post it across three platforms with different text that we generated earlier. So here is my folder. So before we move forward, we need to set up the Directus field. So here we are in our database Directus settings. We selected our data model and we are going to create a field for image. So let's find out. So we will just call this social image. You can call whatever you like. We will set it up to not, we are not going to crop it. No configuration as well. Everything is fine. So it's only one image we are going to do. And we are going to save it, which looks good. So here we have it. We are going to just move this to the first place. Just drag and drop. It saves automatically, so you do not need to do anything. So now we are ready to load our images. So I have loaded 10 images as a sample. I am going to take you right there. So now you will click on the data model icon. So here I have my study permit. As you see, this is the social image. So I have renamed my images. So 2, 3, let's see, I have 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I will take 2, 3, 4. So I will take number 4 and that's where Directus comes in. You do not need to deal with the headache of Google Drive with Gmail and all the other stuff. And what we are going to do as well is we are going to just add the image filter, and so we can see what image is available. Just let me drag and drop this here so we see what we have loaded the image against. You can also, okay, so what we will do is we will enable the image preview as well. We'll go here and we are going to say interface display image. There you go. Save it, come back, and here you see the image thumbnail, which is very good, so you know the image is there. So now we will go to number 7. This is my image for number 7. I will save it. This is my image for number 5. And now you will slowly realize the importance of Directus and why we are not working with Google Drive. You can always work with Google Drive. Google Drive integration is also pretty easy, but this gives us the flexibility of the database, and the flexibility we get is completely unmatched. So that's where we are. So we have this as number 9. We'll save this. Then we have number 10. So what you should do is you should make your images in Canva. Now the problem with the image generation is we cannot still do it automatically, because sometimes the image is broken. It'll give you stock images pretty nice, but if you have some text and if you give a prompt, it's still not harmonized. It's still not correct. But yeah, if you can find a prompt, you can actually do this through N10 pretty easily. So now we have all of our images ready, and now we are ready to take the next step, and we are going to try and schedule the post on social media. So now we will head over to our N8N instance and create the workflow for scheduling the posts. We will give a name for the post. We will add a manual trigger for now. So I have added some resources in the lesson section. We will add an HTTP request to connect to Directus. So we will take this query for Directus, which I have put in the resources section, and make sure you change your domain name here, because my name is different than yours. So this is the query. So if you do not understand this, it's fine. It will start to make sense slowly as we go along. So we will select the bearer authentication. This is already set up previously. It's a get node. And we will just try to connect it here. If it's not connected, we'll rename it get Directus post. So what we have done here is pretty quickly, just to explain it to you, what we have done here is that we have put the URL, which is my URL. This is the item. This is the item for the Directus table, which is this. So there's nothing fancy over there. Then we are filtering on posted on date. So we are picking all the data which has not yet posted, meaning we want to just take the posts which have not been posted to our social media feed. And we are also picking up the posts which have a social image. So if the posts do not have a social image, it is not going to pick. And we are going to sort by date created, which means that we are going to take the latest one first, and the limit is equal to 1, because we need only one record to post at any one particular point of time. So here we are, and we are just going to, okay, so here we are. We have one such record which is not posted. So yeah, here we have it. We have all the details now. So next, what we will do is we need to consume the data. So first we will go to X and try to create the post for X. So what we'll do is we will just simply pick up the X post and say here, So magically the same data is going to appear here. So yeah, the account name is Turning Stone. We have only one account, which is fine. And then we're going to come here, we're going to add a Facebook post, and we are going to say Facebook Graph API. So we will need to get our node ID as well. So just credential we already set up, host is default, method is post, default graph API is 23, node is feed. We are going to add the option which is add parameter is message, and value is, we are just going to take this and push it here, and see magically it's going to come. Now we will add the image. We are going to send the binary data. So before we do that, we need to do a small change in the flow. So what we'll do is we'll delete this and we will execute a get request. So what we are going to do is we are going to say directus dot the domain name dot com slash assets, and slash is this. So yeah, so we need this, we need not take the space. So this is the URL. So what happens is whatever image we load, if we just put it here, it's going to come here. So see, okay, so the image we put in Directus, you can simply access it by doing the URL, which is great. So I am going to just correct the URL so it gives me the correct place. Okay, wonderful. So we are back with our flow. Now all these flows which I am going to do, I'm going to put in the resources as well, so you can actually access it by just adjusting the credential. So here we go, we are getting an error. Okay, so we will select our credential type as bearer, and we are going to see. So the reason is we didn't have the credentials, so it was not coming. So we have the image. If you see, the image has loaded successfully, which is great. Now we're going to use the same image. So we are going to just adjust this because we want it in the same loop over here. So here we will just say post to Facebook, rename, tweet, create tweet. Okay, and we had one more which was LinkedIn. Okay, so we will just go there, and okay, so for some reason it is not connecting properly, so create a LinkedIn post. Okay, so here we are ready now to do the config. So for the Twitter, we cannot send an image because the Twitter API does not support that. There's another way to do it. So if you want the way, I will post another video on that, and I'll post the link on the resources. And post to Facebook, we have the feed ready. We will add the image now. So here is our binary data. So here what we will do is we'll just write the data field, which is this. So we just write the name over there, and we still need our node. We we need to keep the edge as photos, and the node, we need the node ID. So there are two ways of doing this. What do you remember? We did the test Facebook post. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and go to n8n, pick up our test node from Facebook, just collect this and take this and just bring it here. That's magic, and that is such a wonderful thing to do. Okay, so here we have our expression ready. So this is what is going to go out, and you have the node here, you have graph API version. The edge has to be photos because we are sending a photo along with the text. Okay, so now we will go ahead and configure our linked in node. Again, we will go here to the test nodes. So here it is. So this is my URN ID. So I will need this. So post as an organization, that's my URN. My text is going to be this, and my media category is going to be image, and I already have the data in the data field, which is the binary data field. So here we are. Okay, wonderful. So now we have what we have done. We have what? So now what we have done is we are getting one post, only one post, which is not posted from the social media feed from our Directus table here. So if you see, it's picking up this post, study permit deadline approaching. So here is the last post, which is with the image. The benefit of this approach is that you can actually add some posts, some announcements manually, and it'll pick up the last post. So for example, if you want to add a couple of posts, some announcements, so you have done this automation, you just key in that in the last row and it will automatically pick up. So that is the benefit of picking up the last record always. So if you notice, this post is the last one, but it doesn't have any image. So we are picking up a post which has not been posted, which has an image and is ready for posting. So we have put our filter over here. We are using the credentials. Then what we are doing is getting the image for the posting, and then we are creating the tweet. Then we are posting to Facebook with our credentials which we created. And always remember, the request has to be post, and then we are creating a linked in post as well as an organization. So now what we are going to do is we are going to click here. Execute workflow manually means when we want to test it, we will just click and it'll execute manually. Later on, I will do the schedule of the posting and we will dive into that. So first, we need to test whether our posting is working or no. So here is the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Wonderful. So the tweet has already gone. The Facebook post has already been posted. And the LinkedIn post also has gone. So if you have reached this far, many, many congratulations to you. Let's check. Okay, so here it is. So it's posted successfully. It's given us the IDs, etc. It's posted on Facebook as well, and it's posted on LinkedIn. So what we'll do is we will add the posted on date in Directus. So we'll create an HTTP node. We will do a patch request. We'll post our URL. So again, this URL you will find it in the documents. So what we are going to do is we are going to just connect this so we have the data. So we will go here, the Directus posting. So we have this ID. So we need to pick up this ID and put it here. So this will form our URL. So what we are essentially doing is we are requesting the record which has been successfully posted to this particular ID, and we will update the posted on column, which is this column with a date. Okay, so here's a patch request. So the ID is the record ID which we got over here. Again, you know this already, Directus server, and we need to send some JSON body. So if you don't understand JSON, it's completely fine. You will get used to it as and when you practice. So here it is. So we need to do a JSON body using JSON, and we just need to pass one simple field, which is posted on colon quotes, and we need to get an expression for n8n. So what we'll do is we'll do double quotes, and we just take this, and we'll say $now dot to ISO. So essentially what we are doing is we are telling the system and we need to convert it to an expression. So it's here. Let's verify the column name. The column name you can verify from here. So we have posted on one word. Usually I use one word because it's a lot easier. So here it is. Okay. So just to rename it, add post status to us. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So the thing is, just to execute this. Okay. Wonderful. So it has posted it, but there is a problem. It has updated the date 3 times. We only need to update the date once. So let's come and check. Okay, so yeah, it's here. So if you want to check, so yeah, so if you see it's updated the field 3 times, which we do not want to do. So what we do is we will add a merge node. So as we go along, you are being sort of introduced to various nodes as we go along. Yeah. So what we'll do is we are going to say choose the branch. So use so what we are doing is basically we are merging all 3 records because we are getting output from 3 records. We have to wait for all these to finish, and only then we can post the status, because if there's an error we are not going to do that. So we are going to say we will choose the branch. We are expecting 3 inputs, so all of them should come, and we have to wait for all the inputs to arrive, meaning all the postings to finish, and we can use data from pretty much anyone. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter because we are getting the data. We just need the ID. We are already getting the ID in each node already. So we'll just say use the data from input 1, and here you go. So we are here. So if you see, it has 1 item now, which is this, and our ID is still intact, number 22, and there you go. Okay, wonderful. So now we have an end-to-end flow ready. If you have reached this far, you have built your very own agentic AI workflow or AI agent. Okay, so what we will do is now we have to test whether our tweets have actually come or no. So first we'll go to x.com. Turning Stone Immigration is here. Okay, so here was our tweet, which was about 8 minutes ago. And here is what we sent. Study permit deadline, study permit matching, which is great. Now we will head over to Facebook/Turning Immigration, which is great. And here you go. We have the same content we had over here. We sent out this. Are you an international student feeling overwhelmed? So yeah, we have this with the image. That's amazing. And then you have the LinkedIn post. Now we will go ahead and check the LinkedIn IDs. Let's check the page out. Where is okay? It's here. It's on the timeline already because I am subscribed over here. Okay, page posts. So here is a post in quite some time. So here it is 9 minutes ago, again with the same information, which is just amazing. So many congratulations to you. This is all working. The final piece is the scheduling. So what we do is N10 has a very nice scheduler built in. So what we'll do is we will say schedule trigger. We will say custom cron, and what we'll do is we want this to come at 9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m., for example. So what we will do is 0 space 9 comma 14 comma 18 and star star star. So now this can be pretty overwhelming for you to understand, but we'll just go here. We'll just say google.com, say check this cron expression, and here it is crontab.guru. So what we'll do is we will just come here and paste it. Yeah. So it's going to tell you it's going to run every day, every month, and every weekday. Yeah. It's going to run every day at 9 a.m. 0 past 9 means 9 a.m. 0 past 14 means 2 a.m. and 6 p.m. So if you want to do like 9:30, you can just simply come here and say 9:30, 2:30, 6:30. So that's how it works. So you can do some research to figure out how the cron works, but yeah, it's pretty easy to do. So we'll just come here, copy this, and come here and paste it. So here we are. So this is our rule ready. It's 9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. So what we can do is we can say 9 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. Yeah, and N10 has a very nice thing called sticky notes. So what we can do is add a sticky note. Let's say I'm a note. So this means that what this flow is doing. It's like a comment. Yeah. Social media poster. So basically what you are going to do is it uses markdown format. So you need to, if you don't know what markdown is, you can do some research. So whatever you put between the hashes is going to come as this thing here. So you can say runs at 2 p.m. Sorry, 9 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. So a very important thing to note is this takes the time from your server. Yeah. So it does not take the time from it does not take the time from your time zone or anything. It does not have the ability yet to pick up the time zone. But yeah, you can give multiple conditions, but custom cron is the best way to do it because yeah, it's easier. So once you're done setting up your timing, just publish it. You can give a name. You can say v1 9 a.m. and say 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., which is Great. Okay. So your schedule trigger will not fine, which is fine. Got it. So yeah, we are not going to set up any other settings right now. So here you have set up everything properly. So now if you want to execute the workflow again, now we have done and set up the workflow. Now, for instance, you just want to test it. So you can just say click. So it's going to do the same thing again. It posted another tweet and boom, it's gone. So here it is. It's updated. So now it's put the Manitoba PNP, which is, let's go ahead and check it, which is this one. So this was the other one, which was the latest after this. So yeah, so your flow is completely working fine. You can go ahead and check on your X feed as well. So here it is. So yeah, it's come here now. Let's check the Facebook feed as well. Okay, yeah, it's come with a picture, which is great. And yes, so it's come on the LinkedIn feed as well. So very important, yeah, it's here. So a very important thing for N10 is once you run your flows or execution, you can check it from here whether it has run successfully or no. So here it is. So we have run the flow. The last one is here. The other one was here. So yeah, there you are. So you have now successfully published a flow and you have made your very first agentic agent, and you have taken the very first step in the world of agentic AI. And believe me, setting up is the most difficult part. And I hope you have learned how the social media posting can be automated with all the platforms. We have covered some pretty sophisticated stuff, and I hope you enjoyed it till now. I will see you on the other side. Thank you.